calling the office of Congressman Mary Moore. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling because I am looking at a tweet right now that Mr. Moore made on February 12th. It says, quote, "Free speech matters. We need to ensure that the Biden-Harris administration's unconstitutional censorship campaign can never be resurrected." And to be clear, what he's referring to there is people being censored on Twitter. So I'm wondering why he hasn't said anything yet about the President of the United States getting on TV and saying, quote, "We took the freedom of speech away," as he threatened to imprison American citizens for a year for their free speech. I'm wondering why he doesn't care about that violation of free speech.
Well, I haven't been able to speak with a representative regarding the president's statement. I'll definitely pass along your concerns to our Congress.
You need to do more than pass it along, bud. You need to quit. You're working for a fascist regime. Do you understand that? Do you understand the president?
Can you not patronize me?
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Do you understand you're working for a regime that literally just said on TV, "We took the freedom of speech away"? What's wrong with you? Where'd your morals go?
Ma'am, I didn't say anything regarding...
No, but you're working for the regime that literally just said on TV, "We're taking the freedom of speech away."
There's nothing else I can do for you. I hope you have a nice
You
day.
can quit and stop betraying your country. You're a traitor right now.
Appreciate your comment.
You're a
Hope you have
traitor.
a nice
The
day.
First Amendment, they said the quiet part out loud. They said they're taking it away. They flat out said it. What are you doing? Come on, you're better than this.
Ma'am, I don't work for the president.
You work for Mr. Moore, who has done nothing to stop the president from taking his, quote, plenary authority that he doesn't have.
As I said, I will be happy to pass your comments along to the congressman.
All right, well, just know the secretaries went to prison after World War I or World War II as well.
Okay, ma'am. I hope you have a nice day.
I hope you stop betraying your country.
Congressman Rogers' office.
Hi, I'm calling because I recently just saw a video where, well, let me start. I know ICE and National Guard and all of them. I know that they have to use some force to control the rioters. I get that. But I just saw a video of what I think was ICE. It's hard to tell these days. It was someone shoot a pastor directly in the head with a pepper ball for praying. And I'm starting to get a little concerned. That praying is legal. All he was doing was praying. And they were watching him from a rooftop and they shot him directly in the head for praying. So now I'm like I said, I get they have to get the rioters, but that wasn't a rioter. That was a pastor practicing his freedom of religion. So I'm wondering why, between that and, I don't know if you saw this, but Mr. Trump said on TV this week that he said, quote, "We took the freedom of speech away." So I'm starting to get a little bit, that's not what I voted for. Why is Mr. Rogers not doing anything?
I'm happy to pass your comments on to the congressman.
But why has it? This seems like a pastor being shot in the head for practicing his religion seems like an emergency. I think it happened last week, and he hasn't said anything.
Well, I think that there is a lawsuit against the federal law enforcement over that. So,
I would just hope that my representatives speak out against it. So please let him know that between that and, again, the president just this week on stage said out loud, this is a direct quote, "We took the freedom of speech away." And he was referring to flag burning, but I'm sure you know, Texas v. Johnson, flag burning is speech. So I'm starting to be a bit concerned that I'm not getting what I voted for. So please let him know that I expect him to stand up for us. This isn't the Republican Party at all. This is what I was voting against. I thought the liberals were going to do this.
Can I take down where you're calling from today?
No, thank you. I'm concerned right now. I'm a bit weary of our entire government right now. They just said we can't have speech. Anyways, please let him know. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thanks.
She's not going to take it down. I almost got off in time.
Office of Senator Collins, how can I help you today?
Hi, I am calling because I just wanted to make sure Miss Collins heard the good news.
I can take down a message for you to pass along.
Yeah, let her know Governor Mills is running against her, and we can finally have somebody who's going to stand up for the Constitution representing us. Miss Collins is the biggest cowardly traitor I've ever seen. Just this week, the president invaded a state. Pee Wee German got on stage and said that the president has plenary authority, and the president got on stage and said, quote, "We took the freedom of speech away." And Ms. Collins is silent. She's an awful coward. She's a traitor to this country, and the worst type of traitor. The type of traitor that acts out of cowardice. And so I just want to let her know how excited we are that she's going to be fucking out of there, and Ms. Mills is going to take her seat.
All right, I'll pass that message along to the senator for you.
And maybe you should consider stop committing treason and stop working for a fascist regime. It's disgusting. You're betraying your country.
All right, have a good night.
Have a terrible night. Hi. I am calling because I was checking out Representative Steil's Twitter page, and I'm glad to see he's like a big supporter of free speech. It even looks like he's on a campus free speech caucus. He said most recently he said political violence has no place in our society. Speech is speech. Violence is violence. He made that very clear distinction. The president this week said on live TV, direct quote, this is a direct quote, "We took the freedom of speech away." And he was referring to burning flags, which, as I'm sure you're fully aware, has been long-standing precedent to be speech. Texas v. Johnson ruled burning flags to be speech. And in regards to that, in regards to the president threatening with his made-up law, you know how he thinks he can make up laws with his EOs, even though he doesn't have that power. He's threatening to imprison American citizens for a year for their speech. And in regards to that, he said, quote, "We took the freedom of speech away." So I'm wondering why Mr. Steil is silent on that. That's quite literally the biggest threat to speech in American history. The president saying, quote, "We took the freedom of speech away." You can't get any clearer than that. Do you understand you're working for a regime that just said on TV, "We took the freedom of speech away"? Is that what you stand for?
I'll pass along your concern to the congressman.
Is that what you stand for?
I will pass along your concern.
Is that what you stand for? Because on paper, that's what you stand for right now. When this regime falls, you think you're getting hired when you're supporting taking away free speech, our most basic amendment?
I will pass along your concern to the congressman. Thank you for the call.
You're betraying your country right now.
Have a great day.
You're betraying your country. You're a traitor.